Welcome back to the Gourmet Gambits. Today we're going to make a nice Veal Blanquette, Blanquette de Veau, a classic French recipe to which we're going to give it a little the gourmet punch. And with Woman, let's get started. We're going to rinse our meat and vegetables in cold water. We're going to stick some cloves on our onion and in the pot. Take one carrot, just cut it in big chunks in the pot. Garlic, crush it a bit in the pot. Celery, big chunks in the pot. The green of the leek in the pot. Parsley in the pot. Black peppercorns in the pot. Thyme and bay leaves in the pot. Crush a nutmeg, put half of it in the pot. Half a glass of white wine and fill the rest with cold water. Some coarse sea salt, not too much to start with. We're going to bring our future stock to the boiling point, maximum heat. The veal I'm using is shoulder or shank, and we're going to cut our veal in nice chunks, about this size. We're also going to cut our leek in slices like this. The shallots, we're going to leave them whole. So the traditional recipe is with pearl onions. I prefer shallots, they add really a very nice flavor to our blanquette. The carrots, we're going to peel them into nice chunks, same size as the leek. As soon as our stock comes to the boiling point, we're going to take the lid off, we're going to lower the heat a little bit, and we're going to let it boil for 2 hours, and in 2 hours time we got a beautiful stock. Get some water up to the boiling point. Once the water boils, we're going to poach our meat for 1 minute, and then we're going to drain and rinse the veal in cold water. This is just to get the impurities out. In the meantime, we're going to make a roux. 100 grams of butter. Melt your butter on medium heat. Then we pour 100 grams of wheat flour. We're going to fry this just a few minutes because we want a white roux. And after a few minutes, we're going to let our roux cool down. We're just going to brush our mushrooms. Mushrooms are like sponges. They absorb a lot of water. You may lose 20 to 30% of the flavors. So mostly mushrooms we take up the scent and the dirt. Of course it's not forbidden to wash your mushrooms, that's your choice. The smaller ones we just cut them in half, and the bigger ones we cut them in 4 parts. Pour some butter in your frying pan, maximum heat. Put in your mushrooms. And then squeeze half a lemon. We're not going to fry them too much, just lightly brown. We're going to preserve our mushrooms, and we're only going to put them in our blanquette at the very end. The leek and the shallots in warm water. We're going to pour the other half of the lemon juice in there, and as the water starts to boil we're going to poach them for about 10 minutes. We want them to stay a little bit firm, a little bit chewy. After 2 hours, we're going to take all the vegetables and the herbs out of the stock. Then you can press out some more of the beautiful stock that's in there. We don't want to waste anything. Oops. And we're going to taste what it's like. And we're going to put some more spices in there. Half a teaspoon of nutmeg, a teaspoon of crushed black pepper, 2 tablespoons of veal stock, we're going to put our veal in there, and we're going to bring this to a slow simmer. So after 45 minutes we're going to put our carrots in there. And we're going to let it simmer low and slow for another hour until the meat is nice and tender. After an hour we're going to check out our carrots. They're done and they're still a little bit chewy. That's exactly what we want. The meat is very nice and tender. So it's time to take the meat and the carrots out. And it's also the moment to taste our stock. If you want to do any adjustments with pepper, salt or veal stock, do it now. And afterwards we're going to filter our stock. We're going to pour the cold roux in our pot. If it's a little bit dried out, don't worry, it's not a problem. And we're going to start pouring in our warm stock and mix it up at the same time. As it is mixed up a little bit, we're going to warm up our pot on medium fire and we're going to wait until it starts thickening. Keep on turning it around. It's going to thicken very, very quickly. Pour some more stock and we're going to continue stirring this up and putting more stock. There we go. Wait until it thickens again. And some more stock. And this is how we're going to go on. See, it's really nice and creamy. This is our last spoon that goes in there. This is good for me to put out the fire. We take our crème fraiche, 200 grams with 3 egg yolks, and we mix it up well. And we pour it in our gravy. Give it a good mix. And we're also going to pour in another 40 grams of butter. And this is going to get it really, really creamy. We're going to put our meat and carrots back in. Good mix. When it comes to the shallots and the leek, if you serve on individual plates, I would put it at the end on top of the blanquette. But if you serve it in your dish, then it's better to put it in now. Mix it up gently so it doesn't fall apart. And now we're going to warm it up slowly. As soon as you see the bubbles, we're going to put our mushrooms in there. Give it a gentle stir. And we're going to get it back to simmering and let it simmer for 5 minutes and you're ready to serve. So this is sadly the end of our beautiful veal blanquette. The crème fraiche and the butter at the end makes it really smooth and creamy, and our homemade vegetable stock is really very flavorful. It takes some time, but all in all it's not that difficult. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Bon appetit and see you back soon.